Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Drop a Gem TV, hip hop's most infamous podcast and television show. This is your host, Speak No Evil. I just want to take a quick second to ask y'all if y'all could please subscribe, hit the like button, share it, hit the bell icon so you get notified when we have new shows and new snippets coming out. We don't ask a penny for this service. We bring you the biggest legends, the most introspective and detailed interviews for hip hop and boxing's biggest legends. So if you're a supporter of hip hop and you like the show, please make sure you subscribe, like, hit the bell icon, and share. Like I said, we don't charge a penny for this, and it will help us grow the show, and it will help us to keep bringing you these dynamic, insane, crazy episodes that we do in this culture that we all know and love. So anyway, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell icon, and share. Appreciate the love. Peace. I've heard the story before where with Eric B was looking for an artist, and you link up, you miss him, and then he gets down with RakIm. Talk a little bit about that. How true is that story?
They mixed it up a little bit. The way it happened was the way it happened was Eric was in Long Island, whatever he was doing. I knew he was out there. He must have known somebody out there in Wyandanch, and he ran up on Alvin Toney and was like, "Yo, who out here do you suggest I go to? I want to get me a couple, meet a couple of rappers and see if we can get this project popping." So he said, "All right, my man." Yeah, Alvin Toney. Yeah. He said, my Mac, right? Yes, that's him. Yes. He said, yo, my man's brother is nice as fuck, and he said there's another kid out here named RakIm. It's nice. It's either, if I was gonna bring you to anybody, it would be one of those two. And I just happened to run into them on Straight Path first. I was on my way taking care of something else, and I actually think I was going to a rehearsal at the time, and I ran into Alvin and Eric on Straight Path, so they flagged me down. He said, yo, this is Eric B. He's looking for a rapper to, do some work with him on this project that he got. And I was like, all right, bet. So I said, well, what do we got to do? He said, let's meet up around 5. I said, all right, we'll be there. He said, nah, we who? Who's we? He said, and I said, I'm in a group. I got, it's for 3 of us. He said, nah, I only need 1. So being that he only wanted 1, I didn't want to leave the group and abandon the project that we was already planning to do together. So I just never showed up. I just said, nah, I can't front on my guys. I want to complete what we started, because we always was like, we was like a family. So everything, I was really out there trying to put a lot of stuff together for the group, and I wanted to stick to that. So I just didn't go, because I didn't want to go there and him say he want me and didn't want them. I would have felt horrible about that.
Right.
Word.
So then how do we get from the group? So then how do we go from the group breaking up and then leading you? Then your path leads back to Eric B and MCA Records and Freddie Foxx is here.
Well, what happened was, after Eric B and RakIm went out on their first tour together, they were listening to I had a cassette tape that was circulating the streets called Freddy Krueger, and that was me just rapping about cutting people, killing them, and all kind of crazy shit. and they was listening to that. They was listening to that on the tour bus. So RakIm sent for me through my brother. He saw my brother Taheem, and he said, "Yo, man, tell your brother I want to holler at him and shit." So
your DJ,
my
right?
Brother, nah, that was my brother. RakIm told my brother that. He said, "Yo, tell your brother I want to talk to him." So my brother came to the crib. I was in the house. He said, "Yo, RakIm want to talk to you." Shit. I said, "Where's he at?" He said, "He's down in the village, in Wyandanch, in the village." I said, "All right, I'll come down in a few minutes." So I went down there, and when I seen him, he was like, "Yo, we thinking about doing a project with you. I want to do something with you and shit. We was on the tour bus listening to your joint." I said, "Oh, that's what's happening." And he was like, "Yo, you with it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm with it." So basically, Eric B kind of took over from there. Eric started taking me to meetings and stuff like that. Because RakIm is, and I do. He's an MC. I'm an MC, and I really kind of wasn't expecting him to really be, running around the meetings and stuff like that. Anyway, so Eric kind of was more into that business zone, and he started telling me, yo, just come to the studio. So I said, all right, bet. So he said, Rod's supposed to be in here, but until he show up, you just work. And that's how I made my first album, because Rod would just pass on coming to the lab. So I just kept working until he, one day he showed up. But he was, those days that he didn't show up, I was knocking out 2 or 3 songs in one night, because I was rushing in case he came, because I was getting used to the process, and just making music and stuff like that.
Yo, did RakIm show up to any sessions? Because you always hear Nas say when RakIm ain't show up, he would get the time and shit. So Rod just would never come to the studio, it seemed like, and shit, right? Or he would come in.
Yeah, I mean, he came. He got an album finished, so he definitely showed up.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't know about the Nas part, because Nas was definitely coming to the lab, but I was doing a lot of them sessions that he wasn't showing up at. That's how I got Freddie Foxx's Here finished. And
right.
Eric was in there with me. It was a bunch of cats that was in there together, but I definitely know that it took me about. I got that album done in I want to say maybe about like maybe a month. I was in there working.
That's
for
dope.
about a month. Yeah, and I was able to get it.